So that's a great question. Sorry, I'm making dinner at the same time as answering this, so I'm going to be going back and forth. But so my symptoms were the same as they are now, except I had some other symptoms that have cleared up completely at this point. And that would be like Bell's palsy, losing my balance super easily, stumbling over my feet, stumbling over my words, a lot of neurological kind of symptoms that I don't have now. What I do have now that's the same symptoms but it's improved is fatigue, chronic joint pain, chronic body pain, chronic migraine disease, which I know is not caused by Lyme. That's a neurological condition all on its own. But I think the Lyme or the Lyme treatment or something within that ball had triggered me to go from, I would have migraine attack maybe once a year before getting sick with Lyme disease, to migraine attacks episodically, which is less than 15 a month, and then now to chronic, 15 or more. So yeah, I'm trying to think. I just had a lot of weird things. And I had convulsions, so they weren't seizures that you think of. They were like involuntary muscle convulsions though. So I'd have them in my legs. Like if I'm walking upstairs, I'd be like shaking, like convulsing. My core would convulse, my neck, throat would convulse, things like that. I'd also have tingling in my fingertips and in my tongue and in my lips. Did I say Bell's palsy already? I think I did. Just a bunch of weird stuff, right? That seemed so not connected from one another, but they were connected to one another because they all came from Lyme. But my doctors were stumped. You got to remember too, this was 16 years ago that I got bit by a tick. So much more awareness has been brought in this day than there were 16 years ago. Now that isn't to say that there's been a lot of changes in the medical community or, at large as far as what, good Lyme tests, good diagnostic tests, and doctors that really understand it, really want to understand it, think of it as being a problem, just all that sort of thing. But I think there is a bit more awareness within the medical community of Lyme. Now, whether they think that that's a problem, who knows? But so yeah, it just didn't seem connected. So it took a couple years to get a diagnosis, but I'm actually fortunate because a lot more people take a lot longer to get their diagnosis, and they're often misdiagnosed with other things before they're diagnosed properly with Lyme disease, because Lyme disease symptoms can mimic other diseases. So yeah, that's in a nutshell. I still have fatigue. Like I said, I still have these symptoms, but they're probably 50%, 60% better than what they used to be, which doesn't seem great since I've been in treatment for 14 years. But I mean, I'll take it because I was so sick that I couldn't even stand at the stovetop and cook scrambled eggs for my kids for breakfast when I was first diagnosed. When I would drive to pick up my oldest son at his daycare therapy program, when I would be in the car line, I would have to lean my seat back and lay completely flat because I was so exhausted. I would have so much pain. My migraine attacks would be so bad. I mean, it was just really awful. So I'm grateful that there is improvement, though I do hope that I get better than where I'm at even today.